on today's episode of DAPA.DANIEL. I mean, I'm not speeding. I'm just going to be going with the flow of traffic, Mom. Because you'll find people driving 45 on the tollway, looking at their phone, and it's like, oh my goodness. Oh, what are you doing? Here is Sam Rayburn. So going right, that would take us into Frisco. That's going to be the Salone Corners. That's the development that's planned for Allen. The DART train starts in Plano, like right on the border of Allen and Plano, and then that could take you all the way down into Dallas and actually swing you back up around along 35. All right, so we're running into traffic now. So, perfect. Now getting up on the Lemon Avenue section, starting to see the major skyscrapers of Dallas.
So that makes sense.
What's up? Thank you so much. No, so I live in Plano. I do YouTube videos for real estate, so I do like drive arounds and neighborhood tours and things like that. Do you live out in this area? There any cars? Is there any car stuff that goes around here? Most of the stuff that I used to go around to is like a little bit more south, around Plano in that area. What part is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so I used to run a wrap shop with my buddy. He still runs it. It's called Get Dipped. Guys, I can't sell the car. I can't sell it. That was a Zebra. Oh man. He pulled up and he's like, man, this is what's up. I was like, hey, how's it going? Talking to him about car stuff. He showed me his Instagram. He's got like this nice blue Z. He's thinking about ordering a duckbill spoiler. So that is hilarious. That is awesome. I mean, cars bring people together. That's why I'm so conflicted right now. I'm so conflicted because I'm like, I've been looking at new cars. I've been looking like at a Lexus and like some other Nissans maybe. Getting a new car. All right, guys, let me just start off with the intro real quick. I was caught off guard by that. That guy was super nice. I'm talking about car stuff. But anyways, this is going to be from Anna down to Dallas, 75 highway. Maybe you clicked on this video because you're trying to look at what the commute's gonna be like. Maybe you're working down in Dallas, maybe you're working in Allen, maybe you're working in McKinney. This is gonna be for anyone that's also living along 75. So I'm starting up here in Anna. We're gonna pass through Melissa, pass through Plano, Richardson, go by Fairview, Allen, all the way down to Highland Park where SMU is, and then down into downtown Dallas. So this will probably, I looked at the GPS, it showed that it would be about a 50-minute drive, 45 to 50-minute drive. It's about 45 miles down from where I'm starting from. So hopefully this will be a nice video to show you guys. This is a beautiful day. We're up to 70 degrees today, which is just phenomenal. It's been like just such terrible weather, and by terrible I mean like 50s and 30s with like rain every other day or stuff like that. So it's nice to have like a nice bright day where it's 70 degrees, but it won't last long because like I think on Friday or Thursday it's gonna be like back down to 35. But speaking of 35, this is 75, so I'll be doing a 35 highway video soon. I just haven't, got the cojones yet to go over on that one. I'm finally feeling good. This is a really nice day to travel down 75, where this is. This is just a really good day though. Just travel down a highway down 75, a clear day, nothing going on, and this is currently 11:15 on a Tuesday. So just to give you guys an idea over what the traffic kind of looks like right now for that commute, in case you guys are going to be maybe traveling down at earlier times, just know down to Dallas, it's going to be about 45 to 50 minutes at a time like this. It's probably going to be upwards of an hour depending on how bad traffic is in the mornings. We're currently crossing under the Collin County Outer Loop, which is going to be a development that's gonna just be continuing on for the next decade, and it's like the furthest outermost area where they're kind of going all the way from like out of McKinney all the way to Prosper and those areas to kind of clear up some traffic on 380. 380 is another video I just haven't gotten around to and done, so that's another one I want to get to, especially with the I'm still waiting to see. I haven't seen any news on like what the update is on what exactly routes they've picked. If you've seen my Prosper new development video, I go into depth about that one and kind of what's going on through there. The next city that we're going into right now is going to be Melissa, so just know, like, I was on the southernmost border of Anna. I'm trying to make this video relatively as quick as I can without speeding. I mean, I'm not speeding. I'm just going to be going with the flow of traffic, Mom. Actually, this guy over here to the left is speeding in the other aisle, so just you got to keep up with the flow of traffic. All right, the gas station here, Buc-ee's. This is for the exit for that. So Buc-ee's going to be up on this left side. I'll point out some things for you guys as well as we drive down and talk about some of the amenities. We'll go by some of the malls, because some convention centers, some hotels, some restaurants. So I'll try to do my best and point out things. Right now, we're on 75, so right now you're also not gonna notice there not being any toll. I'm getting myself confused with those words. There's no tolls. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, there's no tolls, so that's what you're gonna notice. There's not gonna be any like checkpoints or things like that. However, there are gonna be a bunch of semis. So that's one thing about driving down 75 or 35. A lot more semis, a lot more traffic like that. I had to go a little bit quicker. There was a Dodge Ram that was starting to ram me. Oh, jeez. Okay, on the left is Buc-ee's. So we're just passing over that. We're now coming into Melissa in this area, and then our next city we'll be going into is McKinney. We'll be coming up on 380 here. We're like 5 minutes into this drive. I don't know how much of that beginning I'm gonna keep in. I guess you guys know how much of the beginning I'm gonna keep in. I just thought it was so funny. A guy just rolled up and started chatting about cars, and then I'm like, oh my gosh! I just think to myself, like, I don't want to get rid of this car, but it's like I need to get a back seat. But it's like a GTR, an RCF has a back seat. I mean, it's kind of crunched a bit. The problem is I need something to fit my 360 photo booth, and I think a Lexus. I think most of the Lexus cars that I'm looking at right now will fit my 360 photo booth, because I travel around in that or go pick it up from events or from attendance or anything like that with the Corolla, because I can't fit anything in this car. So I'm just at the point now where I'm like, yeah, I think I need to upgrade the car, but it's like I have conversations like that with people, and it's like I don't want to, but I guess time will tell. Maybe I'll never sell the car. I don't know. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, for you guys that have been like the original people, I've been talking about getting a new car for a long time. I just the zebra, you know. All right, to the right, actually, that past exit was going to be to Trinity Falls. So we're going into McKinney now. So for any of you people maybe thinking about the Trinity Falls neighborhood and that development, I know that there's plenty of families that have come in to talk with me about Trinity Falls. Usually families don't like Trinity Falls because of just its distance to things. But actually the neighborhood itself, most families that I go with over there to check out, they talk about how pretty it is and how nice it is, and it really is a nice community. It is just a little bit further out to things. Maybe if you're commuting to Frisco, this is not too bad, because we'll be coming up on Sam Rayburn here, 121 here shortly with that highway. So you know, it's not too bad of a drive. 20 minutes into Dallas, and then maybe another 15 out to the DFW airport. This is a pretty good distance from the DFW airport. In those areas, from like this spot, it'll probably take you about 35 to 40 minutes on a good day. And I just say good day because there's wrecks and accidents and things happening all the time here. So it just kind of comes down to the day and how well do people want to pay attention and drive. Because you'll find people driving 45 on the tollway looking at their phone, and it's like, oh my goodness, well, what are you doing? Okay, 380 is coming up here, so this would be the exit. Left, that would take you out to it'd take you all the way out to Greenville if you go left, it'd take you all the way out to Denton if you go right. From those areas, it's like 45 minutes to like over an hour, all the way out to those places. But down to Prosper from here would take you about 25 minutes. And then we'll be coming up over this little hill, and then you kind of get a little bit of a view of kind of like the older parts of McKinney. We're also by like the historic downtown of McKinney, so going left down on 380 would take us out to that way. Or if we take the Sam Rayburn and where that exits off to like the service road, that would also take you right into where like the historic downtown part of actually this exit right here, Virginia Parkway. That's what I was trying to get at. But also there's like a bunch of like nice trees, so during like the fall and like winter time, these trees they're so pretty, so like nice, and then it all dies, but for right now it's really nice color. There's some automotive dealerships along here, and some fast food chains, not too high end around this area. Just pretty basic things, some shopping areas, just some normal strip malls with this. And then we'll be coming up on Sam Rayburn here shortly. Here's some more of the car dealerships I was talking about. So we got a Jeep, a Ford, Honda. There's Mercedes dealerships also behind over at that 380. Some dealerships, and then there's a Nissan dealership. I used to take my car to this Nissan, and then I told them not to take my car through the car wash, and then they took it through the car wash, and then they cracked my whole front bumper. So, which they ended up paying for it. So, you know, that was nice of them, but they didn't get my business again because, yeah, they cracked it. So, oopsies! Which that was so funny when I was talking to that guy. I was talking about how this is the bumper I have in my car right now is like my third or fourth bumper. And I would whenever I got a new bumper or something, like when I was working at the wrap shop, I would not paint it, the automotive paint. I would just, you know, wrap it with what it's called. I mean, it's called Autoflex that's on it. It's like a higher end of Plasti Dip. For everyone in the wrap world that cares, because I know there's probably so many people watching my videos that also care about car wraps. But I wouldn't even paint my bumper or my front bumper because I knew I was just gonna wrap it. So ever since then, if you guys, FYI, if you guys are thinking about doing vinyl wrap on your car and living in Texas, don't do that because like the heat around here, it's super hot. That vinyl sticks, and then you try to peel it off and it rips up the paint. Go with like Autoflex or Halo. Those are two really good automotive liquid wraps, they call it. Alright, so here is Sam Rayburn. So going right, that would take us into Frisco. I mean, you could also go into Frisco down 380 and then take that into like the Dallas North Tollway. That would take you over to that where that intersection is, where Preston is. So that's from here, not too bad of a drive. There's also Medical City along here, and then on this right side, this corner here, you see all these trees kind of through the pillars of the on-ramp. That's gonna be the Salone Corners. That's the development that's planned for Allen. That's gonna be like a mixed use, whole bunch of stuff going in there. So just know, like, really big development is planned for this area and that intersection. And then now we're going into Allen. So within this area, we're gonna be right by, like, going through all like the Allen shopping. So even like the old strip malls, but even like the new stuff that's along also the Fairview Town Center. Our market, is it town? I believe it's Fairview Town Center. This is Stacy exit here, so this would take us right in. Actually, if you just took Stacy, that would take you into Main Street of Frisco too, and then also take you, if you go left, you go into Fairview. We're also going to be coming up on like Parker, Texas, and Lucas, and Wiley, and those towns that are a little bit further outside of, a little bit more east than like Allen and these areas right along 75 highway. But if you live in those, if you're planning to live in those cities, this is going to be what you're going to be taking to get out to things. Most people that live around this area are taking the Dallas North Tollway to things. If you are taking other highways, it's either 635 or George Bush or 121. Those are like the highways that go east to west. Alright, so there's also the Allen Village Center. That's along here. That's also the convention center. That's where like some pro-amateur teams play. They have like indoor soccer. They have Allen Americans. They have like some fun little things around Allen. Yeah, the village at Allen for that one, and the shopping. So right in that area. So if you're gonna live on like the northern side of Allen, kind of like the northwest areas, like where all the new stuff is of Allen, the higher end shopping, maybe better restaurants, and then the older stuff along Allen's along 75 highway. It's just further south into Plano. We're also going to be coming up on the DART train, so that's another thing. That's out here now. They're doing some new developments where they're adding on some things to go out further to some other places. We'll see if that actually goes through with things. But they have plans to kind of expand the DART train for more people. The DART train starts in Plano, like right on the border of Allen and Plano, and then that could take you all the way down into Dallas and actually swing you back up around along 35. This 35 highway is also where a DART train runs through. There's no DART, there's no train system that runs like through Frisco, and there never will be. And Prosper and so like there won't be. I would be so surprised if there ever is going to be any type of DART system. I think there's too much money around there for people to want a train system to be going like north to south. They might build something east to west going through there, but I don't think anything's going to be built. They just have like the Dallas North Tollway, and that's going through a lot of expansion right now along the north side. But for over here, you do have the DART train that's going to take you into Dallas. So 35 or 75, both of those. So that'll be an option for you if you don't want to travel by car. The only time I take the DART train is when there's like major things going on in Dallas, like the state fair. I might hop on the train and take that, so I don't have to deal with the parking. But I mean, really, other than that, I'm never. I mean, I've gotten on the DART train to go to like some Stars games too. Rarely. All right, there's Waters Creek that we just passed by. This is like another good apartment living area too. So if you are like, maybe you're single, maybe you're moving out here, maybe you have a job, maybe you just want to be in an apartment. Waters Creek is like a good area. Really safe, buy a lot of restaurants. Personally, like when it comes to apartment living, I try to direct people when they come in. I have some people that come in and they send me a message. They're like, "Hey, what's a good apartment complex? We don't want to get robbed or just things like that." I'm like, well, calm down. I think like when it comes down to it, I think you have like anything can happen at the end of the day. But if you are going to be around like some shopping areas, some restaurant areas, some of these developments where it's just not an apartment complex, it's a couple other things around it, I think it adds like a little bit more safety for people because they have like security guards around in areas. There's the police. I know that most people like living within the area, not just like on a complex, because not just at an apartment complex, because you aren't. I don't know. Personally, when it comes to an apartment complex, I don't want to just be stuck in an apartment complex. I want to be able to walk down and like go around things and not just like walk in the dark, like be around some other shopping and foot traffic. So I try to direct people towards that, and you're starting to see more of those things in these developments. Like over in Allen, they have the farm that's along 121. They just put up that apartment. The framing and everything, the stubs are up, and there's just no windows or anything like that. They haven't put the drywall in. All right, I guess maybe they're starting right now on the drywall. All right, we're going. We're almost into. I mean, we're basically into Plano now. So we're coming up on like Parker Road. Maybe we'll see the DART train over to the left. I think the barriers are gonna block it. The other thing I didn't mention was the HOV lane. So the HOV lane is here to the left. I wish I could get in it, but I guess technically I do have more than one passenger because you guys are here watching with me, but I don't think that's like virtual. I don't think that would, I don't think that counts. But just know that if you are in like, you know, a car with a lot of people in it, you know, more than one, a lot of people, more than one, you can take the HOV lane, and that's more of a straight shot. You know, people travel like 5 to 10 more miles per hour on that. As you can see, people took the exit a little bit too soon here, and just all those barriers are just wiped out. And then this would be like, you know, every like 2 to 3 miles, the HOV kind of opens up for people to be able to exit in the city. All right, now we're in like the Plano, older part of Plano. You know, most people, there's not like, I mean, this is like the really older part of Plano. So most people that, you know, Plano's so big that, you know, some people are over here for their stuff, and then some people go all the way out to Legacy West, on the west side of Plano, where like all the new developments are, the new part of Plano. So just keep that in mind. If you're moving to Plano, there are, you know, if you're looking in like the southwest, if you're looking in like the southeast area, just know it's, you know, the buildings around here are going to have a lot more character, and you're going to see more of like the big buildings up along where Frisco is, and over where you know, the northwest side of Plano. Along here also, we're going to be headed into Richardson now, but along here also is like the State Farm headquarters. Texas Instruments is along here as well, and then we're also coming up on President George Bush Turnpike. I did a video over this one, so if you guys are interested, maybe you're living in Wiley, along Carrollton, or something like Plano, you know, you'd be taking George Bush out to get things, maybe to get to the Dallas North Tollway. Those would, those highways, you know, are connected by these like big on-ramps that you see. So like almost every other city, you come up on like one of these big intersections to kind of take you out to places. The next one's going to be 635, and then that's going to be where we're coming into like Highland Park and Dallas and those areas. But you'll also start to see more of the bigger buildings. So, you know, we started at the beginning of this video where I wanted to start it, which was Anna, so you guys can kind of see how like underdeveloped those areas are compared to, you know, I could have started this in Allen, but you would have already seen like pretty big buildings with those things. So I wanted to start in Anna where it's like none of this stuff, and then now we're getting into like, you know, the city of Dallas, or we're about to be. We're probably about another 15 minutes away from Dallas, maybe. Nah, maybe 10 minutes. Maybe I'm wrong there. It might be 10 minutes. If I was in the HOV lane, we'd already be there, trust me. But maybe I can just, maybe just for a little bit. Maybe, no. I'm not gonna do it. I was about to do it, but then there's all these bumps in the road, and that would just like mess my style up. Alright, and then maybe over to the left right now, you can see, I feel like I announced my thing so weird. And then, check this out, the DART train. So maybe you can see just the little electrical connectors on there, maybe not. Maybe you'll actually see, oh, there it is. There's the DART train. Actually, I can kind of see it out to the left going under that bridge right now. Maybe you guys can make it out. More car dealerships around this area. The Nissan dealership. My car actually broke down on 75. This was a while back. I had my fuel pump became messed up because it apparently that happens after like 110,000 miles. So I had to get it fixed, but I broke down on 75 highway. Like right when we got out of, me and Victoria got out of North Park, and I broke down. Like I just lost all electrical, all power. Like it's like I ran out of gas. But shout out to that Nissan dealership for helping me out, getting my car fixed. They could have lied to me and said it was a gas and fuel pump issue, but it got fixed. So I have no idea. I mean, when it comes to the exterior of cars, I think I got good taste, but when it comes to like the engine, like those mods, I ain't touching my engine and stuff. Like I just leave that. I don't even know where to start when it comes to those things. All right, now we're in we're fully in Richardson now for this one. So Spring Valley is along here, so you could take Spring Valley left or right. It'll take you out to more of like, you know, Addison, those areas along the Dallas North Tollway. Love Field, Mockingbird's going to be coming up here shortly after we travel through 635. So, you know, if you travel on Love Field a lot, we'll also probably start coming into more traffic, is just what I'm going to guess. But most of the stuff along here is just either automotive dealership. You got some restaurants like Papados, Papacitos, some of those bigger chain restaurants. And now that we're getting further into Dallas, but you still got all those like basic fast food things. So just know, for the most part, if you're going to be moving out to Dallas or northern part of Dallas, southern part, kind of the closer you can live to these highways, easier the commute is to get to like other fun amenities. Also know that, you know, if you are one to like enjoy sporting events and you plan on living in like Allen, Princeton, Melissa, Lucas, Fairview, like those are going to be like, even if you're traveling out to the DFW airport, like those are going to be some of the furthest areas to go out to, like those fun things. So the closer you can kind of live to like 75 or off these major highways, just the easier it is going to be for you when getting out to things. All right, 635 is these exits coming up here. So if you see right, this exit 21. So from, I believe from Anna, what, it's been about 20 minutes. From Anna, 23 minutes. There's the exit for that. Usually this is backed up really bad by like 2 o'clock. So this just goes back to my thing traveling at like 11 around this area, because it's usually pretty smooth sailing. So that's also like when I like to schedule my like dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, like anything like that, I'll usually schedule it at like 12 o'clock to go do those things so that I'm not in like terrible bad traffic, and then when I'm leaving I'm still not in bad traffic. Because like I've really noticed, like, man, back in the day, because I'm so old, back in the day, driving around these areas, like up in Dallas North Tollway where Frisco is, and Prosper, and even up by Allen, there was no traffic at like 3 o'clock when you travel down into Dallas, and now it's just like, wow, absolute mayhem by those times. Some days are better than others, but man, there are some like crazy days where now traveling south from Frisco into the Dallas areas are like really bad. All right, so we're running into traffic now. So perfect. So this might be an accident. I hope it's not. But usually around, once we start getting into this area where like North Park is, a lot of the hospitals are around here. You got a lot more people getting off of 635. 635 is a major, I mean, that's like the most major one. You got the Texas Express that's on there. And I say major one in the sense of like people are driving crazy. It's like 7 lanes wide at some points. You know, people are driving across the lane more than they're driving like straight down it. This is is also coming up on Royal Lane, so going right would take us, you know, that could take us all the way out to 35 too. If you take Royal. But yeah, now we're coming up onto almost downtown Dallas. You'll really be able to tell once we're in downtown Dallas. Like, the buildings will be way bigger. But hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. I haven't done a tollway highway driving tour in a while, so good to hop back on the highway and doing this, because I know a lot of you guys appreciate these videos because they're some of my most popular videos. Which I'm like looking at my YouTube algorithm and I'm like, man, I could really double down on the highway tours and the tollway tours, because isn't that what all the YouTube gurus tell you, is like find whatever videos work and then just double down. And it's like my highway videos or my new development videos are really doubling down, but then it's like I don't want to just get known as those videos. Like, I just want to be kind of, you know, doing all types of videos, so people are just coming back to see what I'm up to, not specifically coming back for a new development video or a new highway video, so that I'm not getting put in like a box, you know, because I feel like YouTubers, people that try to do YouTube, they start doing these specific videos and they start getting put in a box, and you try to branch out of that, and your audience is not too keen to it. So I try to keep things on the fly, you know, adding some vlogs here and there for you guys, some highway tours, some neighborhood tours, some home tours. All right, the exit there was North Park, so that's another big mall. It's one of my favorite malls, not during the winter time because of holiday shopping, but during any other times, I really do like the North Park Mall and its layout and walking around. It's really nice in there. I mean, I don't really like Stone. I'm starting not to become a fan of Stonebriar because it's like a daycare center for teenagers in there now. So it's just like really obnoxious with like high school kids. But then again, Daniel, you were that high school kid, so shut up. I definitely was one of those kids, but now I get it. I think I'm getting older, guys. You know, one thing I know I'm getting older is because I'm not listening to any new music, which is like kind of sad. Like, does that happen to anyone once they got, I mean, to all my older people that are watching my videos, does that happen when you turn like 24, 25? You just stop listening to new music and you listen to old stuff? I think that's like the sign for me that I'm starting to get old, which is just kind of depressing. I listen to no new stuff. I'm just old. I'm listening to old stuff. All right, here we go. SMU Boulevard. So for any of you SMU people, maybe you're going to be going to school there. I also want to do more college tours. So I still got to do like TWU in North Texas. I want to do that. Mockingbird Lane's also coming up. It's a pretty famous downtown Dallas street that a lot of things are off. We're not quite into downtown Dallas. We're more just into the Dallas area, but you can see we're starting to come up on these bigger buildings, things like that. Also, North Park was just along that side. You can't really see it. It's a little bit hidden. It's not like the Stonebriar Mall or Willow Bend where it kind of just pops out at you. It kind of hides a little bit more because you go under like this. These bridges along here. But yeah, SMU's along here. So into SMU from like 75 Highway, really quick. Not too bad. And then you can go down to all like the cool like bars, bar life, club life. You know, that type of college life in there. West Elm, Mockingbird Station. I go out to this sometimes. They have like a comedy club there. The Hyena. I really like just going down to comedy shows down in Austin. That's what I do like doing. Most of the comedy stuff around here is kind of like, I mean, they have the Addison Improv, which is nice, but some of the stuff is kind of whatever around here when it comes to comedy. It's gotten better just because I think there's a lot of people that moved from Austin, but I think maybe it's also gotten worse because of like people leaving Dallas and moving to Austin when it comes to that comedy scene. All right, Henderson and Knox up along this way. This is where a bunch of apartments are going to be over here. There's also going to be like West Village. I did I didn't do it. It was a driving tour. I guess that kind of is a neighborhood because there's apartments and condos around that area. So neighborhood, yeah, I did more of like a driving tour around that area. That's like some shops, some really nice shopping around there. And yeah, we'll be coming into Lemon Avenue, the downtown Dallas area. So Knox and Henderson, up along this way, and then this is all running along parallel to the Dallas North Tollway. So if you took one of these exits, it'd only take you about 10 to 15 minutes to get across the Dallas North Tollway, and then, you know, hop on that if you want to pay tolls and things like that. But if you've noticed, there's been no checkpoints, no tolls. So that's one of like the pros of living along those areas and those cities that I pointed out earlier, is that when you do travel into Dallas or those things, you're not going to have to pay. But on the flip side, there is going to be like worse traffic around to things. All right, now getting up on the Lemon Avenue section, starting to see the major skyscrapers of Dallas. So you got a whole bunch of buildings along there. You're starting to see that skyline. It kind of just like pops out of nowhere. But what are we in? We're in like minute 42 now of this video. So the drive's been pretty casual, so not too bad. Like we had that little abrupt slowdown at 6:35, which is gonna have, I mean, and this is at noon, guys, so it just gets worse from that point. So maybe if you are commuting, just kind of keep those little things in mind when it comes to the commute. All right, these are like all the different exits down to Houston, down to Waco. We're just gonna actually take the Houston exit, see if we can kind of go around the, so it's not gonna really take us down into Dallas. I guess I could take Ross Avenue, but I wanna keep driving down 75 to kind of show you guys. So this will lead us right on to 45. If we wanted to go down to Houston, maybe this kind of gives you guys like a better look at like the downtown area. But here, I'll take Live Oak Street and this exit. And then here we are in downtown Dallas, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the 75 highway tour. Let me know what other places, what other things you guys want me to tour. And starting to see people leaving comments about the videos and liking the videos, and I don't know, I'm getting great comments from you guys, so thanks to everyone that's commenting. You guys are really boosting my ego right now, which is perfect. So thank you guys for giving me a good ego boost. It's what I need. We're right off Pearl Street. This is also where like the DART bus station is, so you know, we're right into the heart of Dallas. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Other than that, peace out and take it easy like always, guys. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.